Hey everyone, Vinny G coming to you from UniversalUSA.com Q&A. I have a couple questions today, and the first one comes from Mr. Dead. Mr. Dead wants to know, what's your most memorable bodybuilding moment? I've had a lot of good memories in the sport, but probably the one that stands out the most is doing my very first photo shoots for the magazines after winning the USA back in 1993. I thought I was done on a Tuesday. I was doing photo shoots for I think it was Iron Man and probably Muscle Mag. I can't remember, but my friends come blasting into Gold's Gym in Venice, and they're like, "Dude, you cannot go off the diet." Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I was craving a cheeseburger, French fries. I just wanted to eat, and they're like, "No, you can't eat. You know, you just got a phone call from Leader Publication, and they want to shoot you on Thursday alongside Lou Ferrigno." I'm like, oh man, this is awesome news. So do the photo shoot on Thursday. Not only did Lou Ferrigno show up for the photo shoot, but Joe Weider, the man himself, he shows up and he conducts the whole photo shoot. Tells the photographer what to do, tells us what to do, and it was a great experience just to get a touch of what, how, and who started bodybuilding. Joe Weider, the man himself. That was a great, great memory. Okay, we're going to go on to our next question from Superflex Steve. He asks, you've been in the game for a long time. What's your secret to keeping the calluses on your hands under control? Gloves are not an option. Steve, I have no secret for you, man. I got rocks down here on my hands. Sometimes I even take a toenail clipper and clip them off, believe it or not. I know it sounds gross, but there's no secret. I don't wear gloves. I don't wear anything on my hands. I just grab the bar. They're all messed up, just like the rest of you guys. That's about it with that. All right, next question comes from Greg Long. How many weeks do you train before you take off? And what are the signs that get you when you know it's getting close to taking a break? Well, if you've been following my writings on the website and the forum, you know that I've written about how I have scheduled time breaks throughout my training. I don't do that anymore. I train 4 days on, 1 day off. I could train 4 weeks. I might feel burnt out and take a break. I could train 12 weeks. I don't have set schedules anymore. I feel like a set scheduled break is an excuse to not go to the gym. Because you could feel great when you're supposed to take a break, and you're missing out on some good training that week. So I don't take a week off anymore. I take a day off, maybe 2. Sometimes if I feel like I'm losing sleep, I'm irritable, loss of appetite, those are signs that I might be like in the direction of needing a break from the gym. And when I get like that, I kind of like say, okay, you know what? I'm not going to go to the gym today. I'm going to go do something completely different. Maybe go catch a movie, go to the beach, do something that has nothing to do with training. Maybe even go off the diet. Maybe I need some junk food. Maybe I need some candy. I don't know. It could be anything on that particular day. It's kind of like how I approach training. You kind of have an idea of what you want to do in the gym, and then it might completely change as the training starts. So if I take a day off, I don't know what I'm doing that day. It could be going to the movies or the beach or whatever, or staying on my diet. It could be the simplest thing is just not even going to the gym that day. That's really simple. I don't make a big deal about it. Okay. Next question comes from Natural Guy. Natural Guy wants to know, as an amateur, how were you so successful in getting all the publicity that you received? NG is basically really simple. I'm not lazy. That's really the bottom line. A lot of guys today are too lazy. They think they win a contest and they think that they're going to get a contract from a company. I can't tell you how many guys will come up to me when we work in the cage at the Arnold or at the Olympia, and they're like, hey, I won this or that. Is Universal giving out a contract? I'm like, I don't know. Call them yourself. I've never had help from anyone in the sport. I never asked for help. I've always done things on my own. So back in the day, after winning the Junior USA in 1992, I just picked up a bodybuilding magazine, looked at all the names, who was the editor, contributing editor, anybody who had anything to do with writing in that magazine. I put together a packet, wrote to them, and just explained who I was and that I just won the Junior USA and I'd love to do a photo shoot for the magazine. I never heard one word from anybody until after I won the actual my weight class in the USA. So it was a bigger title, but they did know who I was from the year before because I wrote to them a few times. So you got to be consistent, and you have to be very on top of your game. I don't like people doing talking for me. I don't go to anybody. I try to go to the guy, the head person of any company or any affiliation, and that way you have more of a relationship with who you're working with. Too many guys today, I think, have this attitude about themselves that they win a show and they're entitled. There's an entitlement. Nobody's entitled to anything in this sport. There's a million bodybuilders out there who want the same thing we all have, and you just gotta, treat the people good on the way up, because those are the same people that you're gonna meet on the way down. So you gotta play your cards right, plug away, and have a lot of tenacity, and never give up. Okay. Next question comes from J-Dog. I never see you wear any wrist straps or knee wraps. What's up with that? When I watch your videos, I feel you can go heavier, but you don't wear any straps. What's up? Well, J-Dog, I feel that if I need to go heavier by the use of wrist straps, then it's an injury waiting to happen. I kind of don't like playing around with that. If all right, an example, one of my last videos I did do barbell rows, and I did have wraps on, and that was probably the first time I did use a wrist strap. I wasn't comfortable doing it. It was really, really awkward. It was ripping into my wrist. I don't really like it. I'd rather do 275 with no wrap than do 315 and be really uncomfortable. So it's all about comfort for me. I've been that way since day one. I couldn't care less about if I could lift more weight. It's all about getting bigger. I know it sounds contradictory, but I really couldn't care about lifting more weight and be uncomfortable because I got wraps on. They've never been really all appealing to me. Sometimes I do it, once in a blue moon, but very rare. Knee wraps, I never needed them, never used them. I don't care about using them. And that's about it for that one. All right, those are my questions for today. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be back. Thank you.